Alright guys, welcome back to my Pokemon Black Nuzlocke challenge. Alright, in the last episode we took care of some miscellaneous business, and I did some training since you last saw these guys. So, Roll is now level 20, Steve is now level 20, and Alexa and Zenyatta are both level 17. So we are about to take on N, I believe. I believe he comes right out of this. Yep, there he is. And I am a little worried about this gym leader, just because Herdier does have pretty good attack. And Watchog has Retaliate, which I'm really worried about. If you didn't know, Retaliate's a move that does double damage, 140 damage, plus stab, if your first Pokemon's fainted in the last turn. So I'm hoping Roggenrola will be able to take out Watchog without too much trouble, but if not, this could be an issue. So first things first, let's take N out. So Zenyatta will just Shockwave real quick. Take out that Pidove, very nice. Almost level up, and she should get the level up against this Tympole right here. One more Shockwave, and we will knock it right out. Excellent, level 18. And wants to learn Flame Charge, awesome. Okay, so we will give away Quick Attack. You know, I feel like the other attacks come in handy, and Thunder Wave especially could come in handy against Watchog. Get a little Paralyze action. So he's going to go into Timber. I have nothing that can really take it out, so I will go in with Zenyatta. We'll just go ahead and give it a couple Shockwaves, probably knock it out. Worst case scenario, we have to switch out. Alright, so one more Shockwave, and this should not be a problem at all. Alright, and Timber is dead. Very nice. N is defeated. Alright, so pretty much N is going to go ranting on how he has to catch Zekrom. Yeah, there it is. But, you know, we are going to go in here and know, you know, I'm going to try to do this without going back to the Pokemon Center because I don't want to bore you guys. And I think we can do it. Roggenrola is really strong. And honestly, I don't want to overlevel too much, so I'll probably go ahead and use Zenyatta or Sandile or something. You know. Alright. So the gym is through here, and it's this, Lenora is this guy's wife. But we're gonna go take her out real quick. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so these guys all use normal types, blah blah blah. And we will take on the first trainer. I will switch into Roggenrola, get him a little more experience before we take on Lenora here. And I'm really hoping to get a grass type in the forest. Either grass or, you know, Pidove would be pretty nice as well. But we'll get to that in a little bit here. First things first, we gotta take out Lenora and her entire gym. Alright, let's see here. This guy's got one Pokemon, and it's a Patrat at level 17. Not bad at all. But you know, Roll is prepared. Go ahead and give it a headbutt. No need to waste any Rock Blasts just yet. I don't think. Okay, it's got Crunch, so that's something to be careful of, because that means her Watchog probably has Crunch. Alright, one headbutt does a decent amount, and the second one should knock it out. Assuming it doesn't detect or, well, just detected, but the next one should knock it out regardless. And Patrat is down, very nice. Okay. So, we'll potion up later. Right now, I think the first book is right here, first clue. Alright. There's a memo between the pages. Can you solve the questions and find me? Alright, so I believe the book, The Biology of Patrat, is right here. Yep. Awesome. What is this book? Alright. It is going to be right here, and I believe it's something about a locomotive. And we have to fight this one. Yep, that's the correct answer, and she'll let us read it after we have a Pokemon battle. So we gotta beat her up. Gotta Chris Brown her real quick. Alright, so she's got a Herdier at level 17, not bad at all. So we will go ahead and Rock Blast this thing. This will be good practice for Lenora's Herdier, though I do plan to use Sandile against that. Alright, it'll X-Defend, which is just kind of a pain in the butt, honestly. Alright, I only hit twice, but if I can hit 3 times, I should be able to knock it out. It's just going to tackle, do nothing, pretty much. And Rock Blast. Oh, that X-Defend really sucks, but... Ugh, hit 3 times, almost knocked it out. Headbutt will do the job just fine. He'll go for a Bite, and get Flinch Hacks, and he'll go for a Tackle, not do much, and we will knock him out with a Headbutt. Perfect. Nice work, Roggenrola. And level 21, very, very nice. Awesome, okay. So now we will read this book. Let's see here. Structure for Locomotive, let's read this thing. Alright. So I believe the answer to this is on this bookshelf right here. Ugh, there we go. Alright, and let us see here. I'm gonna go ahead and put Steve in front. He should get a little experience before we take on the leader. Pretty much my plan for Lenora is to send Steve out to take out the Herdier. And that's just because I don't want Roggenrola to face the Intimidate. And then what I'll do is I'll switch into Roggenrola so that Retaliate doesn't do too much damage, and then hope to knock it out with Rock Blast. I will go in holding a Chesto Berry because I do know that Watchog has Hypnosis, and that gets very annoying. Alright, so first of all, let's take this thing out. I doubt it's faster than me, so I'll just go for a Bite. Yep. And almost knock it out, very nice. So I really like this Ground Dark combo. Makes Steve deadly. Let me just look at these stab bites. Alright, so we get Moxie. That's gonna be great. Honestly, if that Watchog didn't have Retaliate, I'd probably stay in on Steve. But I'm just... Retaliate just does so much damage if I'm not a rock type. So I'm definitely gonna switch out, unfortunately. I do not want Steve to die. That is my top priority. You know, Steve will just be so useful later on. Alright, so Lillipup is dead. And in fact, I probably don't even need to run back to the Pokemon Center. I will just heal up with potions, and then we can take on Lenora right away. Alright, so we are going to take this book down. Alright, so these stairs are going to reveal themselves to us. Excellent. Okay, great. Nice. So let's just make sure all the guys are healed up nicely. Oh. Huh. Totally forgot to heal my guys up, so that's good. And let's go ahead and give a Chesto Berry. Not used, give a Chesto Berry to Steve. And I guess we can give another one to Roll over there. Awesome, okay. Alright, so I'm not sure whether I should go for a Mud Slap, try to decrease accuracy, or just go straight for Flinch Hacks, but I think we'll go straight for Flinch Hacks and see what happens. Alright, so here comes Lenora. Alright, so she's going to lead with her Herdier. We're going to go into Steve, and let's just see what happens. Alright, so here comes the Intimidate. Lower my attack a little bit. I will go for Bite. I know I'm faster. 2 levels higher and everything. And get Flinch Hacks on the first turn. Awesome. Okay. And let's go for a Bite, see what happens. Alright, it's gonna take down, which means it's gonna hit itself in the face. If I can live it, which I did with 2 HP, she might go for, yeah, she goes for the super potion. And we'll go for the bite, okay. So now I definitely have to heal up. Actually, now might be a good time to switch into Roggenrola. So I'll do that. Let's see what happens. So now I don't have the -1 from Intimidate. And Takedown should do nothing. Yeah, okay, great. So now we'll go for the Rock Blast. It's gonna take down again, do nothing again. We'll go for the Rock Blast. Should do a decent amount of damage. Might even knock it out. And it does. Very nice. Okay. So 1 down, 1 to go. And our Watchog is so much nastier than the Herdier. Was not worried about the Herdier at all. So here comes the Watchog. So I'm gonna go straight for the Rock Blast. I'm holding a Chesto. Should be safe there. It's gonna crunch me. Hopefully it doesn't do too much. Alright, it doesn't. And I missed the Rock Blast, so that's upsetting. And he misses Hypnosis. I will go for a Rock Blast. Not do too much, but we'll just take away a little bit of health at a time. Or a lot. Oh, wow. Oh, very nice Roggenrola. Very, very nice. So I'll go for another Rock Blast. She's probably going to Super Potion. She doesn't, and we knock out the Watchog and get the badge. That is just excellent news. Roggenrola is a champion, level 22. And we just got the badge. Alright, so we get the basic badge. Very, very nice. Alright. And Pokemon up to level 30 will obey us. We get Retaliate, which is pretty much useless in a Nuzlocke, although the 70 damage is pretty nice. Team Plasma is threatening to steal some bones. Alright, so we're gonna go with her. And after this cutscene, we'll go heal up at the Pokemon Center. Alright, let's see what Team Plasma wants. So apparently these dudes are here to steal that Dragon Skull that we saw earlier. I don't know what they're trying to do. Alright, so they're these dudes are clowns, I swear. Okay, so they're just gonna steal this Dragon Skull apparently. We're gonna let it happen. And now we're gonna go chase after them, I believe. Yeah, Lenora's pissed. And we are gonna go follow her. Alright, what is going on, Lenora? Alright, so here's Berg. Alright, so he's Castelia City Gym Leader. Obviously does not look like it. And apparently didn't see Team Plasma sneaking off with the Dragon Skull. Alright, so Charon and Bianca are all here, so literally the entire gang's here. Okay. So Lenora's telling us what to do. Berg and I are going to search Pinwheel. And we're going to go this way. Alright, so Fennel hits us up with a dowsing machine via Bianca, of course, and that is great news. Alright, so Charon's gonna go in here, and we are headed towards Pinwheel Forest. But first, we're gonna make a quick stop at the Pokemon Center and heal our guys up. And pick up some Super Potions too while we're at it. I think we still have some Great Balls left. Alright, great. So these guys will get healed up. And we'll probably try to train like Timpole or Zenyatta in the forest. Although I do think that most of the trainers we'll fight have bug Pokemon. So we might have to stick with Roggenrola again. Just a little bit unfortunate, since he's already, you know, pretty high level compared to the rest of the team. But we will do some training once we get to Castelia. If I don't get a good Pokemon in this forest, honestly Berg could be a pretty tough fight for me. Especially that Leaveney. That's so much special attack. could just destroy Roggenrola, so I have to be really careful against Berg. Alright, so here we go. And we're getting ahead of ourselves, as always, so let's just go through here for now. Okay. So there's two paths, one path that goes straight, one part that winds through the woods, and we're gonna have to go through the winding path with a ton of trainers. This dude's a gym leader, and we're doing all the work for him, so whatever, I guess. Actually, we'll be able to use Zenyatta with Flame Charge. I did not think of that. Honestly, Flame Charge is such a good move. And that Fire type should be able to give us a pretty nice advantage in Pinwheel. And of course, we're going to catch another Pokemon in this forest as soon as we can. Hopefully it's a Pidove. Honestly, a Flying type would be great, but I would settle for a Sewaddle. Or Cottonee even. Cottonee's pretty sweet. Cottonee's really underrated, actually. So they're probably going to go for an Absorb, but let's see how much a Flame Charge does first. And I think Bubble Beam will hit them both, so I'll just use that. Apparently it doesn't. But it should be fine. Zenyatta will take care of business. Almost knocked that thing out. And Alexa will knock it out. Okay, very nice. Alright, so Sewaddle is dead. He's gonna Razor Leaf, which could hurt a lot on Timpole, and does a pretty nice amount. Okay, so we're gonna Flame Charge, take care of Sewaddle, and Timpole will Bubble Beam and take care of it as well. So Flame Charge should do a decent amount. Oh, knocks it out. Very nice on the critical hit. Zenyatta's speed goes up even more. Alright, so the twins are down. Great. Alright, so we're going to fight this Team Plasma Grunt, and then I think we'll be able to catch a new Pokemon. So here he comes. He's got one Pokemon, thinks he can stop us. It's a Sandile though. So we're definitely going to switch into Alexa. We don't mess with no ground types. Nope. I wish I'd caught a fighting type, honestly, rather than Alexa. I mean, Timpole's pretty cool and all, but not really interested in water types. I think this is the first game where Surf is not required to get through the game, which I personally like because water types are so hard to get if you don't pick the water starter. So we'll go with the Bubble Beam, and Bubble Beam will knock it out. Very nice. Alright, so he's done, and we are going to go get our first encounter. So let's see here. My first encounter for the Pinwheel Forest inside is going to be Pidove. Awesome. Okay, so we definitely needed a flying type, and we got one. Alright, so Zenyatta's out here, and I don't want to kill it, so I'm going to go ahead and go for a Flame Charge. You know, without stab, and it's a physical attack, it shouldn't do too much, I don't think. Barely does anything. Okay, so we can be a little less selective, shall we say. Alright, so we paralyzed it. That is awesome. And this will be a great addition to our party. If I can catch this, I'll probably cut and go pick this up, add it to the party. Because with a flying type and Zenyatta's Flame Charge, Berg should be pretty easy, and Pinwheel Forest should be pretty easy. And we definitely needed a flying type because fly is so important. And this is a male, which is even better because female Unpheasant just looks awful. Of course, assuming I'll be able to keep it alive long enough to make it an Unpheasant. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and throw a Great Ball at it now. It can probably take one more Flame Charge, but why risk it? Come on. Got it. Okay, very nice. Each follows its trainer's orders as best as it can, but they sometimes fail to understand complicated commands. Okay, so I don't really have a nickname for this, but I was thinking Penguin. As in the character from Batman or whatever. Penguin, the guy with the cane. You know what I'm talking about. There's either this or Bird Brain. And it got transferred to the death box, so I'm definitely gonna have to go fix that. So I will cut and see you guys in a bit. Alright dudes, we're back, and let's just check out Penguin's nature here. It has a bashful nature, which is just fine by me. And quick attack, air cutter, leer. Very nice. So we'll actually put Penguin in front and get him a little experience here. Pretty sure most of these dudes in the forest use bug Pokemon anyway. So Penguin's air cutter will come in very handy. I definitely want to keep Penguin alive. Honestly, all the Pokemon I have so far are just so useful. I'd hate to see any of them die. I mean, you know it's coming, but I'm hoping to keep him alive for a while at least. Alright, so Air Cutter does a decent amount. We'll go for another one. Somehow this Purloin is faster than my bird dude. But we get the critical hit. So Purloin is dead. Excellent. Okay. So we beat this Plasma Grunt. He's empty-handed too. And we're going this way. So we're going to battle this Ranger right here. Apparently a battle is a piece of cake. Alright, so he's going to go into Herdier. Totally was not expecting that. I'm going to have to switch out into Roggenrola, as always, to save the day. Honestly, what would I do without Roggenrola and Steve? I mean, these two are just so helpful. And these stab rock blasts. Just awesome. Look at that damage. Guaranteed at least half. Try to get more. 4 times. Okay, so a headbutt should finish it off. Another takedown. Actually, it'll finish itself off. Got a suicide Herdier right here. Oh, no we don't. But headbutt will definitely finish it off. So Penguin gets 393 experience and levels up to 17. Excellent. Okay. I believe all these Rangers give us berries too. Yep. Chesto. So we will wake up from any hypnosis. So let's go this way, get this item real quick. Super Potion. Awesome. And let's continue over this way. Got a youngster right here. Oh, first an encounter. Ah, caught me. Honestly, kind of glad I didn't catch this. You know, Pidove is pretty sweet. Definitely needed a flying type. Apparently I can't flee from a Cottony. Come on, Penguin. Are you serious? There we go. Jeez. Alright, so another encounter. So apparently we're gonna fight this dude. He's going into Venipede, which will be perfect for Penguin. A couple of air cutters should take this thing out very nicely. You know, the good thing about a bashful nature is that it's not minus anything. So we know exactly what to expect. We get pretty high attack, pretty high defense. Oh, one hit KO, very, very nice. So Penguin is pretty much just gonna wreck. Yeah. Just leave him straight in here. This dude's a thug. Yep, we'll take it right out. Alright, so Penguin's gonna grow to like level 20 by the end of Pinwheel Forest here. Alright, so I think there's a ranger. I was gonna say, I think there's a ranger hiding in one of these, and there she is. Talk of the devil and he shall appear, I guess. So she's gonna go into Pansage. I believe these three have the elemental monkeys. But you know, I'm not entirely certain. So I'll just continue to lead with Penguin for now. We can always switch out if we need to. So Penguin's gonna go for an air cutter, not do too much. And Pansage is gonna heal its health a little bit. So we'll go for another air cutter. It's gonna Vine Whip, should do a decent amount. 4 damage, okay. So we'll probably use that super potion we just found in a second here. Assuming, I think one more air cutter will take it out. Hopefully one more air cutter takes it out. Yeah, it's gonna go for the Vine Whip, not do too much. Oh, if air cutter doesn't take it out, Leech Seed might seal Penguins. Okay. Jesus, okay. So Penguin goes to level 18 and we desperately need a Hyper Potion right here. Wants to learn Roost. That'll definitely come in handy, so we'll give away Growl for that. Alright, so Penguin's got Roost now. And we're definitely going to need to use a Super Potion here. She's going to hit us up with a Chesto. See what this thing is right here. It's an Antidote. Okay. So we'll go for the Super Potion. And Penguin is back to full. Okay. Alright, let's see here. I think there's a couple more trainers. I was trying to avoid as much grass as possible, of course. Run into a Swaddle. Alright. So I think we're almost at the end of this. Maybe a little over halfway. We're like 60% through it, probably. And there's a Grunt waiting for us at the top of this tree trunk. I think it's like one more map right after this. We'll fight a Ranger and then the last Plasma Grunt. Get that Dragon Skull back. So this one's going to go into a Petrat at level 16. So Penguin should be able to take care of this. Let's see how he does. We'll leave him in for now. It's going to detect, which is just a pain in the butt. And detect will fail, so we will get the Stab Air Cutter off. Do a little less than half, so we'll try to get another Air Cutter off. It's going to detect again. That's just getting really annoying. Try another Air Cutter. It's going to detect again, so that's 4 detects in a row. I will go for the Quick Attack, try to knock this thing out. It's going to detect, get priority. We're going to get blocked again, and so that's 5 detects. Is it out of, yeah, it must be out of PP by now. Alright, so Quick Attack will knock this thing right out. Sweet. Alright. So let us carry on this way. Alright, so I think there's a Poke Ranger in one of these logs, and then the... There she is, okay. And right through this tree trunk should take us to the Plasma Grunt. Okay, so this is actually a dude. I thought this was a girl, and he does have an Elemental Monkey. So I think we might have missed one on the way, but, you know, if it doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me at all. It's level 18, so it's pretty strong. We will go into Alexa, who's level 17, but has Bubble Beam. So he's going to go for Incinerate. Not do too much, hopefully. Nope. Okay. And we're going to go for a Bubble Beam. He's going to Lick. Not do too much again. But Paralyze, of course. But we'll go for a Bubble Beam and hit it. Super effective, plus Stab. Only does half damage. Alright, so he's going to go for another Lick. I always felt like if you use 2 licks in a row... there, right there. Chance of paralysis increases, but I might have always imagined it. I feel like, you know, when you get licked when you're already paralyzed, you're less likely to move on the next turn, but it could just be me being paranoid. Probably me just being paranoid. Alright, so Miguel is down. And he's going to give us a Petra Berry. Alright, so let's go through this way and fight this Team Plasma Grunt. Alright, so this dude's going to take us on. Let's see what he's got. He's got 3 Pokemon. This should be pretty weak, though. He's got a Patrat at level 14. Are you kidding me, dude? This dude's a clown. Okay, so Air Cutter. It's going to detect. Unbelievable. So we'll go for another Air Cutter, and this time we'll hit it. Very nice. Dude, only half damage? Really, bro? Really? Alright, so it's going to go for a Sand Attack. I'll go for another Air Cutter and then switch out. Oh, it's going to detect. Honestly, these Petrats are killing me right now. There we go. Alright, so Penguin grows to level 19. That is good enough for now. I will switch out. Let us get Zenyatta some action. Pretty much going to be using Zenyatta's Flame Charge and Penguin in the next gym. So these guys definitely need to step their games up a little bit. And I realize Flame Charge isn't stab. Or isn't a stab move, I should say. But I think it'll do just fine. Bugs tend to have low physical defense anyway. Alright, so Shockwave does well, and Sand Attack does not affect me at all because I will continue to Shockwave. Wait, Shockwave can miss? What's the electric type move that can't miss? How did I just miss? I thought Shockwave was a sure hit. Okay, well there's that. So now we'll go into Alexa, who is paralyzed and at half health, to take out the Sandal. I think one Bubble Beam will be able to do it, and I don't think it has anything that can hurt me. Hurt me too badly, that is. It does have the Intimidate, but I plan to use special attacks, so I'm not worried at all. So we'll go for the Bubble Beam. It's going to Torment, which is perfect, because I only need one. Yep, just as I thought. So Sandal is dead. And the team Plasma Grunt is down. Awesome. Alright, so he's going to give us back the Dragon Skull. And we'll be on our merry way. Or not. Okay, so this could get really bad right now. Okay. So he's going to fix us, but not before Bird can come save our tails. Alright. And Lenora's going to save us. Okay, awesome. Okay, great. So we're just going to get out of here, it looks like. I know there's some trainers on the way to Castelia, and we'll battle those guys before we end this episode. Alright, so Bird's just going to head back. So we're going to give Lenora the Dragon Skull back, I assume. Yep. There it is, and she's going to give us a Moonstone. Very nice, okay. Don't think I'm going to be able to use it. But, you know, it's always nice to have items that we could potentially use. Alright, so let's get out of here. Let's grab this item first. It's a Miracle Seed, awesome. Don't have a Pokemon I can give that to. So let's go back and battle these trainers. So that one's not a trainer. I don't think this is a trainer. She's definitely a trainer, and the next guy's probably a trainer. So we'll battle both these dudes. So she'll go into Woobat, which is unfortunate really, because I do not have a move that can take it out very easily on Penguin. So I'm just going to switch out to Sandal and probably one-hit KO this thing with Bite. I don't know why Sandal's speed is so good, but it is, and that's just awesome. It's going to use Assurance, I could do nothing, yep. And I will go for a Bite and do quite a lot, I imagine. Yep, knock it out, one hit. Just as I anticipated, and we get Moxie, so I'm probably just going to stay in. Enjoy that attack +1. Yeah, I think she has 3 Woobats or something. One Bite will definitely take this out after the attack +1. Yep, it's down as well. And we are going to get some experience. And Woobat is dead. Okay. With attack +2, that Bite overkills it. Honestly, I really like Sandal. I think Sandal is one of my favorite Pokemon. So let's actually put Sandal in front. Honestly, Steve's earned this. Steve is a beast. Problem is he evolves at level 40, and I don't know if he'll live that long. I mean, first evolution level 28, or 29, something like that. But the level 40 evolution, definitely really good. I'm hoping to make it that far. Alright, so here comes Muna. We're going into Steve. She's going to be 4-1 to bite, but that doesn't affect us at all, because we're going to use it anyway. And one-hit KO Muna. Alright, so Steve is almost level 22, so this is great. We're doing really well so far. Alright, so... I'll just head this way, actually. I don't think there's any more trainers. If there are, Steve will take them out. That dude is not a trainer, but let's see what he'll give us. Nothing, okay. So we're just gonna head on now to this huge bridge. It's gonna take us all the way. Actually, let's talk to this guy first. Alright, so this dude hits us up with a quick claw, and we're definitely gonna give that to Roggenrola. His speed is just atrocious, so this quick claw will definitely help out a lot. And we'll switch it out. Excellent. Okay. And now we will head on to this huge bridge and arrive in Castelia City. La Sky Arrow Bridge. We honestly, Pokemon's just like showing off their graphics. I mean, look at this. Look at this bridge. This is awesome. Looks like the Golden Gate Bridge or Bay Bridge, if you know San Francisco at all. But the city it leads to is certainly not San Francisco. So this could be like the Brooklyn Bridge, maybe? I don't know what that looks like. I just know that it's a thing in New York. And this leads us to Castelia, which is a pretty big city. Kind of looks like New York. So I guess I don't know what I'm talking about. La, almost there. Honestly, our character could run a marathon after all this distance. And we have almost, almost, let's talk to her first. Okay. Arrived in Castelia City. Alright. Thank you for watching. We will pick up right from here in the next episode. Please subscribe and leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And see you guys next time.